Morning friends, welcome back to the online classes. Today I am going to have the revision of poem 3, A Tiger in the Zoo. Now this poem is written by Leslie Norris. Now in this poem we see that how the poet is comparing a tiger who is in the zoo and a tiger who is in the forest. Okay? The both tigers' characteristics, how they are behaving in the circumstances. Now he says, according to Norris, the poet says that we should never curtail the freedom of wild animals, whether it is a tiger or whether it is some other animal. We should not curtail the freedom of these wild animals. If we curtail, what will happen? They will not behave in a natural way. One thing. Second thing, they may become aggressive. Okay, and because just like we human beings get stressed and get what you call tensed and all. Similarly, the animals also sometimes get stressed and tensed and all, and in that stress and tense, they become very angry and do harm to the human being. So he says that we should not curtail. So here he just telling what the tiger in the zoo does and what the tiger in the forest does, how they like to live. So I read the poem and explain to you. He stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. Now the tiger who is in the zoo, he is just walking in this cage with his velvet paws, the cushion type paws, very slowly, very quietly. He is not all roaring, he is not all looking at anybody with a anger look or with a fear, frightening look. He just walking, putting his head down, looking here and there simply, and walking very quietly because of his velvet paws. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole where plump deer pass. Now the poet switches on towards the forest. He says that this tiger who is in the zoo should have been in the forest, between the long grasses, okay, the long dry grasses, which contrast the color of the tiger. The color is almost similar. When the tiger goes into the long grasses, nobody can make out whether there is this beast is sitting there. And he always comes near to the water hole. Wherever the water hole is, the pond is there, because there only the other animals come to drink water. And he just hides himself between these long grasses and takes advantage of these long grasses and jumps onto the deer or whatever animal comes to attack on them to have his prey, to have his food. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. He says, poet says that he should be walking around the forest and sometimes at the edge of the forest where the villagers have established. In some places where the forests are there, at the edge of the forest, we see either city or a town or a village situated. So these tigers, sometimes when they don't get any food, they just walk so far that they almost reach to the edge of these forests from where the village starts or a city starts or a town starts. So once they come there, they make a loud roar. They make a loud roar telling the villagers, the people, that I am here in the forest. Okay, so don't come inside or I will kill you. So he just terrorizes them through his ferocious roar. Second thing, he marks the trees with his paws. He makes marks of his paws, telling them that don't come, I am here. So the villagers also get frightened, and when they see the paws, the marks, the paws on the tree, they understand that we should not get inside the forest now because he is around nearby. He is not inside the forest, but here inside in the nearby only. So we should not go into the forest for few days. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. But now you can see he is locked behind the bars. He is in the cage, in that 20 by 20 cage or 20 by 24 cage. He is just walking up and down. He cannot move out of this place. He is simply there, walking left and right, ignoring the visitors. He's not at all looking at the visitors. The visitors are constantly calling him, hey, look here, hey, give a roll, show us your teeth, show us your paws, the nails. They are always commenting, they are always provoking him, but he is not at all looking at them. He's just ignoring them and just walking left and right. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Now, during the night time, he looks at the sky, the beautiful bright stars with his bright eyes. We know that the tiger has got a beautiful eyes, especially during the night time. You can see his eyes, sparkling, shining, just like the star in the night. And he could not sleep. Daytime, he is not able to sleep because of the visitors who are always coming and interrupting and creating trouble. And night time, the patrolling car making the noise. So he is not able to have a proper sleep. And always looking at the stars, hoping that one day he will be out of this cage and he will go to the forest to enjoy his freedom. So I believe you might have understood the poem. Thank you.